D-block. You can kiss your ass goodbye. D-block, la da da.
Welcome to No Smoke TV. Today we got my man Snyp Life from D-Block in the building. D-Block,
Sir, yes,
what's good,
sir.
my dude?
What's up, my brother? How's everything, man? How you feeling over there, man?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling tonight, bro?
I'm good, man. Blessed. Every day above ground is a blessing, man. You know what I mean? Nah, something like, man, doing it real PG, nothing too crazy. You know, my boy trying sponsorships and all that. You know, we on our health thing right now. So, you know what I mean? We only want to exploit, natural shit, man. Nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Your man Styles P be preaching that shit all day.
Yeah, man, came a long way. I mean, if you knew Styles P, he was fat, out of shape, dumb fat, ate wild snacks all day. So, for him to make that transition was important for the rest of us as far as the influence. You know what I mean? Getting that good word and learning about your body and the intakes and what's good out here for us, because a lot of this stuff out here ain't good for our bodies. You know what I'm saying? So, especially as you get older, you start to be more conscious of, those type of things. When you're young, you wilding. You out there drinking, eating, you know what I'm saying? But, we got to focus on our health, though.
Especially where we grew up at, too. There ain't none of that healthy shit where we grew up at.
It wasn't a lot of options for us, right? So, but yeah, the big bro always, been practicing, healthy lifestyle living. And, I'm glad to see him make the transition. And it affects all of us because it kind of get us all on it, whether we all the way in or you just acknowledge what you eat and drink as you move along. It's all positive progress stuff. Word.
So how was it like growing up in Yonkers? I know you from Mount Vernon, but how was it like growing up in Yonkers?
I mean, I'm born and raised in money earning Mount Vernon. But I always like to tell people, I grew up in Yonkers. You know what I mean? That's where all the growing up happened for me. It was just a city within the city. You know what I mean? This is the golden era of hip hop music. So a lot of principles and standards with the G code, with being on the street corners was important, and a lot of people stuck by those codes. And, I was fortunate enough to come up in the city of Yonkers around a group of individuals that was influential to the culture. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's YO, man, home of the brave. You know what I'm saying?
Is the COVID
absolutely
the COVID been messing with the studio flow?
Yeah, man. I mean, we all have our, kind of setback and emotions that we probably all was taking. You know what I'm saying? With as far as being able to be in the studios and things like that nature. It did kind of put a little dampen on what we was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But we've been improvising, since then. I think we all have, everybody out there. But yeah, we've been, finding studios that's suitable, comfortable for us until our own joint. We actually just opened up a new studio. And the new studio was due to open right when the pandemic hit. You know what I mean? So it kind of set us back. And mind you, the previous D-Block studio, the Locks have had that studio for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And so they just, no, actually, we moved, that was in the square. They had the spot, more or less around my neck of the woods. It was like a storage place. A lot of people familiar that been around or from Yonkers or just that been worked with us in any form of fashion. They familiar. It was always like this U-Haul, big storage warehouse type looking shit. And we always had the studio. Yeah, but I just wanted to make note of that because, again, that was monumental. They had that studio since the Rough Rider situation. You know what I mean? So when they left Powerhouse, that's where the studio had always been, all the way up until literally like last year. You know what I mean? So now we just making the transition to the new joint while we trying to get, just the world back open. So we taking our time with shit. You know what I'm saying?
You need that D-Block album. How many members of D-Block it is again? It's you,
man,
Bully.
Shit done changed.
What happened to Bully?
God bless him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I used to hear him on the records with y'all, but then
you know, I mean, it was a chapter, you know, that was a chapter that we all shared. But you know, real shit is real shit. You know, some things happen that I'm pretty sure is public knowledge now. So it ain't like some shit that is like a big secret and all that. But you know, he was removed from the clique. You know what I'm saying? He was removed from the clique because, you know, we stand for certain shit, and the G code, you know, reflects our music. So we can't be these type of artists that make a certain type of music that reflect a certain lifestyle, and we would have members around us that's contradictive to that lifestyle. So, you know what I mean? That was just an executive decision made. Again, I don't own D Block. Like, I don't make the rules. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, again, he was removed for some, you know, alleged shit. You know, again, this shit is old. I think if you probably would have had asked me this question maybe 5 years ago, you would have got a different answer, to be honest with you. But I'm in a great space right now. But, you know, fact is fact, proof is proof. We know what happened with J Hood. That wasn't a secret. You know what I mean? And the same thing with Bully. He wasn't, at least on the bright side, I would say, he wasn't removed because he wasn't nice enough. He wasn't removed because he wasn't dope enough. It was just other shit that they felt like they didn't really want on their shadow. You know what I'm saying? And again, who am I to fuck the tradition up? You know what I'm saying?
So what other members you got on D Block right now? Is you?
Well, I mean, yeah, just, you know, it's weird you asked me that question because like real talk, for anybody that watch this, you know, in your spare time or while you watching this, I would invite you to Google or YouTube D Block No Security images. You know what I mean? So you guys can see the actual artwork, the cover of the last official D Block project. And I say that to say this. It was a Usual Suspects type of vibe, the picture, like a lineup. Mm-hmm. And then the big bros was on top. And in that lineup, there was about 7 MCs. You know what I mean? And if you look on that lineup right now today, I'm literally the last one left on that album. I'm literally the last one left. You know what I'm saying? So that's there you have it. You know what I'm saying? So when you think, a lot of people, you know, they know from the groundwork. A lot of people know, like, the internet technology shit, we wasn't the most savviest at, you know what I mean? All of us included. But we came from the culture where we were so hands-on, and our influence touched and impacted the people that, you know, it's the track record, it's the catalog, you know what I mean? And people know that when you mention D Block, you mention Snyp Life, because I put in the work to get that, you know, recognition, you know. And I'm the last, you know, actually the slogan that we used to run with D Block No Security era was D Block the next generation, D Block the next G's. I nicknamed us the next G's. So now, in fast forward present times, I'm literally the last of the next G's. I'm the last guy.
Well, how does that feel?
I mean, it's you know, really. I mean, you know, it's funny that you asked me. That's a good question, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know, I think not just with rap, just with everything we do in life, I think we always so focused on getting the next thing, like, you know, getting to the next level, getting over the next obstacle, that we rarely get a chance to take a step back and appreciate where we got to. You know what I'm saying? Because we so focused on getting to the next thing. So I think that was kind of with me. I think it's kind of surreal when I look at it from that perspective, because I'm so focused on what the next thing is and what my next projects and my movements is going to be, that I really take a second to look at it. But then when I do look at it, it's very humbling. You know what I mean? Because if y'all know the Locks, y'all been following these guys for 20, 25 years. It's never been nothing fake about it. You know what I'm saying? You never seen them arguing and shit like that, because we don't play the internet game. Now I'm here to tell y'all, if y'all think the Locks is the most happiest best friend group, you're out of your mind. We argue. We all argue. The Locks argue. We just don't do all of the internet shit. You know what I'm saying? And people that know me, they know this face, they've been around us, they'll tell you, I'm probably the only one that probably have the balls to chest to chest argue with these guys. Like I would literally go chest to chest with Styles and argue, or Sheik, and he's well bigger than me. But you know, everything is the size of the heart. So it's not really about the physical size, but in the respect. You know what I mean? And I said, like I said, I'll go chest to chest with them arguing over something that I stand for, and then turn around and be ready to kill for them at the same moment. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how family do. But we just don't be, you never see me going like, yo, this nigga gonna tell me, like, I don't, you know, that ain't our style. You know what I'm saying? So, right. So, you know, it's just honorable that they're able to stay by the same G code. And, you know, like I said, a lot of these rappers, though, it's the true fact. A lot of them are not even really cool like that. These groups, you know, like they broken up. We never did none of that. You know what I mean? And this is why you never heard me say anything about any other members that's no longer with us. Like you can Google and search if you ever heard any of us say anything about anything that was going on. We don't do that. So, you know what I mean? You my boy though. So, you know, before the music and the camera and all that, you know, just for the people that's watching, this is my guy right here. This is a real stand-up official brother. I know him off the camera. So, you know, you'll get that from me though. You know what I'm saying?
My guy. But what's up with this movie? My man Denzel over here, what's good?
Yeah, I'm trying, man. Yeah, man. Glad you asked that. We've been promoting this screen release that we have coming. I really want to say more like fall, this winter, like toward the end of the year. I'm just trying to give you a time frame, an official time frame. But the setting, when we were really wrapping up a lot of the filming, the setting was more like hoodie weather, so it was a little cooler. So that's why I want to say maybe the end of this year. There's this movie that we've been working on. It's called Onyx, like the rap group Onyx. So you guys wouldn't forget. Just another hood tale. I think it's a real dope theme. I don't want to give it away too much, but your typical, you know, what we go through. A lot of high speed, you know, car chases, a lot of action, you know, got some baddies in there, a bunch of girls, you know, we got, you know, your boy, I got a shower scene with a baddie, you know what I mean? I don't really like to take off my clothes for the public, but, you know, yeah, absolutely, you know, so, yeah, I'm one of the main characters. My character name is Stone. I will give y'all that much. Okay. And, yeah, I'm just a typical hood dude with intelligence that's weaving his way through a few different, you know, crime capers and, you know, situations. And it's ill though. And I'm telling you, my acting is crazy. I had the director, and this director is a guy come up. Yeah, shout out my guy A. He's on a come up. He did the independent film festivals, and he like swept the room. Like he won every award. So this director, he's really dope like that. And, you know, he was highly impressed, you know, with my initial acting. So I feel real good about everything. So we'll be dropping a trailer, I want to say somewhere around the summertime. So be on the lookout for Onyx, your boy Snyp Life. We got some special guests in there. I don't want to give too much away, but you start seeing, I'll make sure I tag you and everything, and you can share with your people.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully, hopefully that opens some more doors for you in Hollywood. Try to get you.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about. Actually, it did already open the door. As a side note, it did open. It opened one door. I've been sitting with a couple of writers from, if you guys are familiar with Top Boy on Netflix.
Top Boy.
There's like a series called Top Boy. I've been told through the grapevine that Drake has something behind it. I don't know if he invested in it or he has something to do. He's tied to it. Yeah, and some of the writers, they like some of my work, and I've been talking with them about trying to get on that show. So I'll let you guys know if that go. I know a lot of your viewers, your listeners, your watchers, they'll be familiar. They know Top Boy because this is really popping. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I'm not really a Netflix guy.
I am now. Shit. Hello.
Oh yeah.
I am now.
I'm forced to get you now. With this COVID shit, can't do shit now.
Gotta move around.
I still try to get outside and do some shit though, bro.
Yeah, man. Now, breathing in the air is very important. The sun is very important. Do not let the government steer you wrong, or the CDC. You definitely need that. You need sunlight. You need to breathe fresh air. Just try not to do it around a lot of people with no masks on. Be cautious. Keep your hands clean. And, I always like to promote, because for myself, I'm an asthmatic. You know what I mean? So I got bronchitis. So I'm very much aware about, moving around and getting in certain situations. Because with COVID, God forbid, catching COVID, somebody with asthma or bronchitis like myself, I'm man down. I can't breathe anyway. And then that shit, from what I'm understanding, is just putting piles of pressure on you. So, I say that to say, just trying to practice a healthy lifestyle living. I take a lot of black seed oil. For anybody that know, you want to look this good, you know what I mean? Be around this long. Drink you some black seed oil, vitamin C, some vitamin D's, elderberry. I got a whole pharmacy, like, you know what I mean, on my dresser and shit. And anytime I'm going out the house, I make sure that, because what this is doing is, only thing that we can do is just strengthening your immune system, preparing it for any worse, the worst that could happen. And that's the most important thing that we can do, is take care of our immune system, because that's where all of this shit starts at. So a black seed oil, it puts your immune system on steroids, just to give you an analogy. So, you know what I mean? It's very important. For those that don't know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people do, but, it's a lot of people that don't know. And I'm learning that as we move along. Certain conversations, certain platforms, people listen in and they learn shit. So if you didn't learn anything today, know that it's important. It's great to take black seed oil, vitamin C. Make sure you drink plenty of water and wash your hands, man. And don't get online in the morning until you brush your teeth. Things on Instagram for all this shit. Go brush your teeth first, dog.
Right, with the healthy tips. I hope y'all listen to that shit.
Absolutely. Word up. Because that's what we had. I came from that era. I came from the era of, the OGs always told us, like, they pretty much, for the most part, they tell us the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had an OG that told me one time, like, yo, get a job, dog, because hustling is whack. Hustling is like, nobody never told me that, ever. Like, I always seen the benefits that came from hustling, but no one hustler has ever told me, yo, hustling is whack, get a job. You know what I mean? And I respect them to this day. For that. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to drop jewels. And I noticed the difference between now and then. When we was young knuckleheads, the old heads would say, like, they would have these phrases. They would have these words, right? And we would be outside and we wild and doing it. And they say, yo, y'all little niggas is making it hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all making it hot. Like, yo, fall back. Like, it was more like this. It's like, yo, we try to be on the low. Y'all making it hot. Like, get out of here. So I say that to say, like, nowadays, it's like, it's the reverse. Like, making it hot is the thing. Because making it hot is like all the trolling that you're doing on Instagram. Like, that's making it hot. You got your hammer. Every rapper got a million guns. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Bro. I'm scared to death. Yo, I don't want no problems, man. Trust me, I don't want no problems. Y'all can have, they got these 49 clip, they hold 1,000 bullets. Yo, y'all got it, dog. You know what I mean? Because, I came, unfortunately for me, when I was a young kid, I got convicted of a violent crime. You know what I mean? And a part of my violent crime was criminal use of a firearm. So I don't see the logic for me, because somebody that, you know what I mean, that they doing a whole lot of criminal possession over there. It's a whole lot of possessions. I don't really do possessions. My shit is criminal use. You know what I mean? So I'm not getting caught with it. All together, I gave the state 6 years of my life, man. Being on parole, coming home on parole, getting arrested on parole violations, going through do you understand what the mentality is to be arrested on parole and to have your bail be set at $1, and you probably got $2,000-$3,000 in your pocket, and you can't, because it's called a parole hold. So that means there's no money in the world that you could pay to get out, because you're on parole. So instead of us saying 100 million, we just say $1, because you can't go nowhere.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Hurt.
Yeah, and I've been through that, and again, man, I'm in a great space now, but I just know, like, the trial and tribulation, the things that I had to go through, going to jail, coming home from jail, You know, my mom's died 30 days after I came home from prison. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just transition, picking up the pieces. You know, I'll give y'all a fun fact too. When the Twin Towers fell, then this probably make me sound older than a motherfucker.
You were alone on this one.
When the Twin Towers fell, I was in the courthouse on my way to be released on parole from this same thing that I'm telling you. About to be released, and they rushed us out of the court, and nobody knew what was going on. They locked the whole Valhalla down, the whole jail's locked down. You know, they let us out about 6, 7 in the evening, and you figure the whole day done went by, and that's when we found out the Twin Towers fell. So I was denied my release because of the Twin Towers, and then I had to wait a whole nother month before I got a new court date. Yeah, this was know what I'm saying? This was 2001.
So I know you'll never forget that.
2001. I was young. I was a young boy, man, like 21, 22. Know what I'm saying?
Still.
Word.
Still, that's some bullshit. I know you was tight.
Yeah, man. You know, just a lot of crazy shit. You know, but you know, the highlight for me was really that, you know, when I came home from prison, because you know I kind of threw that in there. I was just reminiscing on just seeing how they use that shit so loosely nowadays, like, you know, the firearms, the whole essence of violence, and how we was so much more discreet back in the day. Like, we wanted to be hoodie on the low, you know, the mask before the COVID. Like, we did that. Like, I did that. I mean, this is in the statute of limitations is up, but I've been convicted of that. So it's not like I got to dance around it. Like, you know, I did that. I robbed dudes. That's what I did for a living. And masks and all this. I already been there before we knew what this was. When you see me coming around the corner with a mask, you already knew what type of time I was on. Baseball glove on the hand, you know what type of flow I'm on. And that's just some hood thing. The hood, they know, you know. Baseball glove for the shooter, mask for the stick-up kids. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, for me, you know, what was a highlight for me was when I came home from prison and I was able to turn that negative into a positive by incorporating my block. I was the first one from my neighborhood to incorporate my block. And when I say incorporate my block, my company, 354 Entertainment, which is still alive and well now, is a reflection of my address in my building. No, I mean, that's my hood. Really? So we just incorporated it. Yeah, we incorporated it. And, you know, I was like the artist / co-CEO, and my big bro, one of my other big homies, a close friend of mine, he was really like driving in the driver's seat. You know, we was like a Dame Dash and Jay-Z type of, you know, we dreaming big, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I started. So when I came into the game, it was the DVD era. You know what I'm saying? You had to be on the Smack DVD, the Cocaine Cities, the On the Come Ups, Sub-Zero, True Story, you name them. We flamed all of them shits. Mixtapes, you know, DVDs and mixtapes is what artists was built off of. You know what I'm saying? So like that was a fun time. It was a fun time for me because we was just making that transition, and then I came in with my own. Like I didn't come in the game like with D Block. I didn't come in the game with the locks. You know what I'm saying? I came in the game on my own 2 feet. And again, my track record speaks for itself. My catalog speaks for itself. I got hundreds of mixtapes. You know, we was on that piff. We was getting the little trophies, you know, 30,000 downloads. And that meant something back then. Now, you know, these little niggas, they do 20 million streams. Like, that shit ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But to get 20,000 downloads was crazy back then. You know, and to be independent, really, like not really connected to nothing major, it was big. You know, we had to help because, like, in the sense of the locks would freestyle on the Clue tapes, and they would say 354 in the raps. So people was like 354, like they heard the locks say that.
I definitely.
And then when they see us come out with a whole, right, you know what I mean. And then they see us come out with the whole company, and we moving. And my first single off of the 354 company project was a record called Coast to Coast, me, Bully, and Styles P, and that was produced by Green Lantern. So that kind of tore up the airways for us and like really put us on the map. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so that's where y'all got it from there. 354.
Yeah, and again, this is my total idea. Like I said, I do a lot of events.
Who fully started 354?
Right, I started 354. Bully was a recruit. I put him down with us again. You know, we have our own childhood. We have our own thing. I say that to say, when you growing up in this culture, you know, as advice, you should embrace every chapter that you had to, because it shows your growth. You know what I'm saying? I always was the nicest in my hood, you know, like not pulling my own horn. We talking about facts is facts, proof is proof. I was always the nicest for my peers. The locks, they're a little older than us. You know what I mean? But for the younger homies, I was always the most serious. I took it the most serious. I was the first one doing music related shit beside the locks. I was the first one in my hood shooting videos, going to the studio, battling niggas, all of this type of shit. And Bully, like, for example, he did the beats. He was a beatbox. You know what I mean? Like, his talent was he knew how to beatbox. I knew how to rap. He knew how to beatbox. So, like, I used to have him everywhere. I know a lot of times he didn't really want to do that shit. I used to really just push him on to do it, you know. I was very demanding when I was young. I was very demanding. I was very aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Just being honest. But those were cool times because it helped us develop the influence that we would later give back to the culture. You know what I mean? Like, this is the shit that I gave back to y'all. But it started here as a kid. And I don't know, like some people might shy away from some of that. I felt like he never really highlighted that. If I would speak on anything about that situation, that's the only thing I would really speak on. I feel like he tried to like avoid that. But when I look back, I look at some of our greatest MCs. You know, you got LL Cool J, he carried records. You got Tupac, he was a hype man / dancer. You know what I mean? And they went on to be impeccable artists. You know what I mean? So I don't think ain't nothing wrong with doing a beat. Like, that's how so I probably played an influence in that career when you start rapping later, if you didn't rap from the beginning. You know what I mean? So fast forward, when I come out with the company, I acknowledge that he's from my hood. So I'm like, nah, come on, you down with us. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that type of thing. But I really hand orchestrated it. I quarterbacked it. I visualized it. I seen it from prison. And I just came home and I started putting it together, like physically. You know what I mean? We had a couple of deals. Even as 354, we was one of the first companies to drop a compilation before people really knew what compilations were. And y'all can Google that shit. I think it's called 354 Entertainment presents YO's Finest. And it's like a cover with like a sewer cap. You know what I mean?
YO's Finest?
YO's Finest. Yeah, YO's Finest. That was our first compilation as a company that we put out. And a lot of people weren't doing compilations at that time. So, you know, I like to hang my hat on a lot of things that we started, you know, was like on the bending curve too. You know what I mean? And then, you know, fast forward, it was just like, you know, hood politics. I had a conversation with Sheik Luch one night. We in the hood, and he said, you know, just regular, randomly. He was like, yo, Snyp, yo, come to the studio, you know. I want to get you on the album. You know what I mean? Jump on a record and get on this album. So I was like, word? He's like, yeah, we're doing the D Block album. Like, I need you. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, cool. So, you know, the hood, the studio is walking distance, like it's that close. So it was so ironic that I went to the studio the one time. I don't remember how else it happened, but I went to the studio one time and it's like I moved in, like I never left. You know what I'm saying? And I blinked my eyes. Yeah, I blinked my eyes and it's like 5-6 months later. And I'm here every day, literally every day. Like, people don't understand. Like, I put in a lot of work. Sometimes a lot of work don't mean that you was doing physical labor. A lot of work was just doing a lot of taking notes. There was times when I would go to the studio 12, 13, 14 hours a day, not record one lyric. I didn't rap one lyric. Sometimes I'm just there on the couch. Sometimes I'm just absorbing, popping shit, giving them energy. You know what I'm saying? And they say it all the time. In case the people didn't know who they was talking about, because they ask the locks that all the time. Like, where do y'all drive? Like, where do y'all get your energy from? Like, they get it from us. They get it from the little homies. You know what I'm saying? And I was the spark plug. You know, like, when it came to D Block, I really was the point guard. I really was the Chris Paul. I really made a lot of shit. I put the plays together. You know what I'm saying? When we went on tour, You know what I mean? I was the guy that got us D Block shirts because we ain't have shit. We was just on tour with Styles and Sheik, like they were trophies. Like, yeah, but we was on a tour for an album that we had nothing. We had no stickers, we had no fly, we had shit. And as we went along the way from New York to Philly, back down DC, North, when we started going south, I started making phone calls. So everywhere we went, I would have something waiting for us. Know what I mean? Like just examples of the point guard. That's the type, because if I didn't do it, nobody else was gonna do it. Know what I'm saying? So I was the one making sure all the artists came together, like, you know, call Large, call AP, yo, bring your asses to the studio, like shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? So it was real influential. It was real influential. And they always allowed me to do pretty much whatever I wanted to do. Know what I'm saying? Because they knew that I had the jewels, I caught the codes, and I knew not certain things you just don't do. It's an untold fact. Don't get caught up in no wing shit. Know what I'm saying? But I was just fortunate and blessed not to. You know what I mean? So
wing shit. That's a
wing,
wild term. Let people know that's a wild term. Yeah. Wing shit.
Yeah, if y'all never heard the word wing, I would advise y'all to go on Apple Music. I have a record. Or you can go to YouTube. Type in my name and type in the word wing. Snyp Life Wing. I have a whole song that describes what the word wing means. Because a lot of people, it's funny. Like, you know, you get it, and you know you from like a certain area, you go places, people say, oh, what's that? Now, what did he say? What does that even mean? You know, and it sounds cool, but it's like, I want to make sure I understand it in case I use it. I got friends, they from Long Island, they from the Bronx. You think they from Yonkers because they know when and how to use it. So it's like they'll come up with a situation, yo, that was when. And you'll look, because you know that's a Yonkers thing. Like, yo, how you know?
That's a Yonkers thing straight up.
Right. So anybody that ever been around, if you heard anybody in real life ever use that term, 9 times out of 10 they was around me.
Yonkers. They got it from Yonkers.
Yeah, right. And again, like I said, for the people that don't have no idea, like what the hell is he talking about? There's a whole record that once you hear this song, you're gonna know. I promise you, you're gonna know exactly what the word wing means.
What's the name of the record again?
It's called Wing. It's called Wing. The record is called Wing. It's on YouTube.
Just put Wing?
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? You know, and just to give y'all examples, like within the record, I'm just giving you different scenarios. Like, for example, I would say something to the effect that, you know, your kids are bummy, but you fly. That's wing. Know what I'm trying to say? And we know people in the hood. We've seen some snotty nose, bummy kids, and the parents be fresh. Nah, that's wing, dog. That's wing.
But besides all that shit, you gotta let my niggas know Snyp Life is a family man.
Oh yeah, that family first. Before I ever declare myself an artist, I will say I'm a father. I'm somebody's dad, man. I smack the shit out of one of these little rappers. Dead ass. But now on a serious tone, you know, we trying to spread positivity. You know, I came from a negative life, and I'm trying to give back to the people by spreading this positive thing, this family thing, you know, showing people what being family oriented is about. I've been a warrior dad for a number of years now, 10 plus years. I've been a warrior dad. A warrior dad is an advocate for a special needs child. My son has autism. He's nonverbal. So I've been an advocate. I've been his voice. I've been his shield. I've been his justice. I've been his backbone. And all the while with the rapper image, and I never cared about none of that. I never thought with that damage my credibility. I never cared. You know, D Block, y'all know what we stand for. But when it comes to this is so sacred that this supersedes that. This supersedes everything. And while we on that note, just so the people will understand, I took advantage and utilized my platform as an MC to advocate for autism by dropping the first and only hip hop album that's dedicated to autism. If I could show you real quick, I don't know if y'all could see that, right? But this here is, yes, sir. This is a project that I did dedicated to autism. It was inspired by my son. My son is the executive producer of this project, which means, yes, I literally brought him to the studio. I literally let him pick out the music. See, my son doesn't talk, but he's very music inclined. And a lot of people that could relate, that have family or friends with autism, will tell you, most of them love their headphones, the iPad thing, and that's just where he's at. So he loves my voice. He knows my music. Like he goes on YouTube, he types in my name, he sees my freestyles. I don't hide anything from him. You know what I'm saying? And I let him pick out the music. The music that I actually rapped over was because he told me which ones to use. And I had about 30 tracks that I was choosing from, and he narrowed it down to like 10.
He was actually picking them shits.
He was actually picking them. And for example, one thing that stood out in my mind, which was so dope, was that we were in the studio and he stems, like, and people with special needs, kids with autism, they have a stem. They all have a stem. They're all stems differently, you know. With Jaden, he rocks back and forth, right? So I would notice when certain records come on, it would look like he's bopping. You know what I mean? Like he's really. So I'm like, Jay, is this the one? And he, you know, he could tell me like, yes, like, yeah, that's the one, Dad. Like he could tell me little stuff like that. You know, it's just the fluent, like us having this fluent conversation. You can't do it. So that's where the nonverbal comes in. So people don't get confused. Nonverbal is not mute. It's just that he can't hold a fluent conversation. He could just say certain sight. Right. So
conversation, but he could tell you yes, no.
Right. And you could talk to him like this and he'll pick up the you know, the highlights of what you're saying. You know what I mean? I remember it went from, I couldn't get him to do one sentence commands. He couldn't do one. Jaden, open the door. He couldn't understand that at one point. And we went from that to Jaden, open the door, go in the fridge, take the milk off the second shelf, pour yourself a cup. He could do all that. And I'm grateful and blessed because there's a lot of kids that still struggle. You know what I mean? And I really wanted to use the music as my platform because we have a lot of celebrities, entertainers, athletes, you know, musicians that they're affected by autism as well, but they don't talk about it in that sense. It's more personal. Like they don't big up autism. They just big up their child. And it's okay as a parent, I understand. But what we here to do is pass the wealth, pass the jury, you know, the jewels. You know, we need to get the information out. We need to make sure that people see that there's a great support system. You know what I'm saying? So I always challenge the celebrities to you know, kind of do more for autism in a sense. Like, don't forget the little people. You know, the celebrities, you know, you got enough money to pay for good doctors and all that, but it's people that live right here that they can't get the right doctors, they can't get the right medicine, they can't get the right intervention, the therapy. You know what I mean? So that's the shit that I advocate for. I throw fundraisers. I've given thousands of dollars out my own pocket. I've done celebrity basketball games. I've had New York Knicks players, actors, girls from the Bad Girls Club, certain people that, you know, gravitate to the movement. And, you know, we just try to utilize and give back to the kids. I'm doing one again. We're doing a talent show late April. I will be doing next month, late, because, you know, April. I'll get all the details. It will be in Yonkers, though. And I'll supply you the details if you just want to share with the people. It's for the kids to come on out. We'll give a lot of raffles, a lot of giveaways. Super dope, bro. Super dope.
Yeah, keep me updated with that so I can, you know.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you know, so so I just, you know, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of, you know, being able to drop this hip hop project about autism and be a walking billboard for it. You know, I mean, yeah, it's called Puzzles in the Sky. It's on all digital platforms right now. You know, just for maybe just the regular route, the layman's route, you can go to YouTube as well. You know, YouTube is just like a Google engine for everything now.
I think everybody got like Tidal or Spotify. They got one of them there.
You know, it's okay because now things just changed with the technology. So I say that to say, like, even if you went to YouTube and listened to it, I still get monetized. You know, I get monetized for that. So, you know, that's a blessing. So I'm okay with it if you guys don't, like, if you don't download it, if you don't stream, if you go to YouTube and play it for 5 seconds, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that real. But, you know, it is a message. It's a message for everybody. And it's something that that's going on right now in our society that enough people aren't speaking up about. So when you get people like myself, I know because I get the DMs every day about the people that I inspire by even talking about it. So that's where my mind is. I don't see nothing else. All I can see is the feedback that I'm getting. Mothers crying, coming to me crying. Fathers coming to me crying. saying, yo, bro, I appreciate, yo, my son, it comes out, you know, and some people just scared to talk about it. They shy, they too conscious of what other people think. I don't give two shits what nobody think. I used to get on the floor in the middle of the street with my son when he had a meltdown. He would fall out all over the floor, start wailing. And guess what I do? Get right on the floor with him and calm down. People walk by. I went through the phase of being defensive. Yo, what the fuck you looking at? You know, like, I've been wanting to fight the world. I've been through these phases. So I know I can relate. That's why I share. That's why I share. And just to cap that off, in real time, every Thursday, y'all can come to my Instagram, Snyp Life D Block. Every Thursday at 4 o'clock, I go live with a close brother of mine who's in the movement. And we talk about everything autism related. We give advice, we share tips, we share ideas. We have a whole community of mothers, mostly mothers, but we have dads as well. And everybody come on, they listen to us, we talk, we share, we go back and forth. And this is every Thursday at 4 o'clock. I've been doing this for the past year through the whole pandemic. I've been giving out money. I've been doing all kind of shit, bro. Like,
that's real dope, bro. The youth need to hear this. Not only the youth, people in general need to hear this shit. A lot of people don't know, but just to show you how real it is, look at this. 1 in 5 boys have autism. Think about what I just said to you. 1 in 5. So you, you walk by 5 people, one of them either is on the spectrum or they're related to someone on the spectrum. Now, offhand, you probably would say, well, damn, I walk by 100 people a day. Exactly. That's how real this shit is. This shit is really real. You know what I mean? 1 in 5. That's scary to me. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Yeah. You don't know what motherfuckers is thinking in their head then. So, you know, it's just a whole lot of shit with these COVID vaccines. And, I don't. How you gonna get it? I don't, I was about to say, I'm glad we bringing this part up. I don't spread things based off of just my own knowledge, meaning what I'm trying to say is what works for me or what don't work for me might be the opposite for everybody else. So what works for you might not work for me, vice versa. But one thing I will say, as far as autism, the relation with vaccines and autism, for my life, I've seen it with my own eyes. It's my child. I got life experience. I'm his dad. I've been there from day one. Vaccinations, in my opinion, is what caused my son's autism. There are a lot of families all over the world, all over the country that will agree with me. There are some families that won't agree. And it's not my fight to argue with other families over what they feel. I can only go off of what's according to my life. So I don't want to put out there, right, that vaccines cause autism, because that's wrong. That's not the right thing to do. It's not the political thing to say. But as a dad of a child with autism, I will tell you guys all that the vaccinations is what caused my son's autism without a shadow of a doubt. I'm 1,000,000% sure. I was just about to say the mercury. Say that. Yes, the mercury that's in these shots is what causes this autism to start. I believe literally 24 hours later from my son getting his shot, literally 24 hours later, I would call his name. He was gone already. He was in the window. I was calling his name. I was this close to him. Hey, Jaden. Hey, Jaden. He's like this out the window. He was gone. The mercury in the shot, it was gone. He was already gone. You know what I mean? God bless my son, man. He was gone though, and that's why we stand strong against vax. I'm one of those parents. I'm against vax. I am not with vax. You can look at people like Robert De Niro, my son's mom. We changed our lifestyle. My son's mom actually started working at a special needs school. We started studying. She's aspiring to be a behavior analyst. These are the people that can give your child the diagnosis. So we trying to get in the system from the inside, starting on the outside, figuring out how we can combat this thing. And the best thing is to strap ourselves with as much knowledge that we can get. She got her degree. She got her degree in psychology. So like we started changing this route. And I mentioned that to say there's a real dope school in Manhattan, a very prestigious school. A lot of celebrities kids go there. It's called the Rebecca School. The Rebecca School is in the city. Yes, trust me, there's gonna be somebody on here that's gonna know what I'm talking about. And actually, Robert De Niro's son goes to the Rebecca School. Robert De Niro's son has autism. So there's a few, Fat Joe's son, Faith Evans' son. There's a lot of entertainers out there. So yeah, there's a lot of entertainers out there that deal with it. OT Genesis. It's a lot that don't really speak about it. Gucci Mane. There's a lot they don't talk about it, or when I do see some of them talk about it, it's pertaining to their child. Maybe it's a milestone or a birthday, so they shed light on it. But for me, I talk about autism all day, any day. It don't got to be a special occasion. It don't got to be about my son. I'm not trying to say you selfish, but I'm just saying I'm not selfishly just acknowledging just my son because I'm in this position. So I try to speak for all of the have-nots. I try to speak for all of the little guys, the families that don't get a chance to tell a story. And that's just why I do it. And I do it, with swag. You know what I mean? I'm still me because I want y'all to know that it's cool. It's not like a thing where you got to be stiff. I don't want it to be an uncomfortable conversation. I'm going to talk hood. I'm going to be how I am. I'm very intelligent, but I am hood and I know how to mix and balance the two. But I want to get my point across that advocating for autism is important. And the only thing we're trying to do is just have the average person that don't know nothing about autism to learn so that they could just be a little more compassionate when they're approaching these kids in the world. And you see these kids and, you don't, he retarded. Like, we don't even use that word. That we take the R word, throw that, zip it, lock it up. Don't ever use the R word, especially around me. Please don't ever use the R word because you might get the old Snyp Life.
You and your baby mother's really like putting awareness out to this.
Yeah, my kids, shout out my kid's mom, because I believe without her, I wouldn't be who I am when it comes to advocating. She inspired me. She started pouring over research. Yeah, she inspired me because we wouldn't take no for an answer and we wouldn't accept just what the doctors would tell us. The doctors told me my son would never talk. My son talks. What are you talking about? My son does all kind of stuff. He knows how to break down a computer, build the whole computer, iPad. He's technology savvy. He shows me stuff I don't even know online. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how could you dare tell parents that your child will never do X, Y, Z? And then a lot of parents, they get, they so overwhelmed and discouraged that they just let their child ride away. And we're not trying to do that. We're not doing that. We're trying to show that it is hope. You could do this. You could be cool doing it. You don't gotta feel, you know what I'm saying? And there's people like me that's out there that will support and stand with you, because you need a community. You need a village to raise these kids. Right. So we need you guys. It ain't like, it's like, it's autism, like, y'all stay the fuck over there. No, we need people that don't know about autism to be aware of it so that they can have better understanding and they can help. Like, I had a homie that listened to the live, and he was in Target, he said, and he said that a lady came in with her son, and he could tell from the actions in the son that he had, he was special needs. And the security bum rushed the son, thinking that he was trying to steal, because he kept pacing, he kept going back and forth, and it looked like maybe he was peeking from around the thing, but he really was stemming. They rushed him. And when the mom, he wasn't with the mom was in another part of the store. So he ran up and told security, like, yo, chill, he has autism. Like, what y'all doing? Like, and then they backed up off from him, like, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like just because he listened, he saved the situation that could have went really bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit could win.
So I just mean examples like that. You could be out somewhere and you could feel this telltale signs from listening and doing the math, and like, wow. And you could be a voice too, like on the side. Don't let these kids get violated, because these are the purest kids in the world. They don't grow up, wake up each day thinking about who they're gonna rob, steal from, hate, envy, jealousy, racism. These kids don't know any of that stuff. These are the purest kids in the world. Like, are you shitting me? Like, we need to protect them. They don't know how to scheme. They don't know how to do, like, get over it, hate on you. They don't know that. They just want to live a happy life. They just want to stick to their routine. That's all they want to do. Like, well, who are us? Who are we to stop that? You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's real dope that you spreading that awareness, bro. Johnny, like, futures coming up, anything that you want to
Yeah, man, whole lot of shit, man. This project that I'm putting out,
I got a project at the end of this month, March 31st. I got a project coming out. It's called Back Again. This was a re-release for my fans that didn't get it the first time. I originally put this project out some time ago, and I had some legal shit that I had to take care of. So I had to get it removed from all the digital sites. And during the lapse in time, I may have leaked a song here, a song there, a video here, but none of the fans, they haven't really been able to get everything in one place. You know, it's like you got to go here, find this song, go over here, find this song. So I just re-released the project for the fans, especially, so that these are the records that they always ask me about when I'm at shows in my inbox. So I put them all together. I added a few new flavors on there, but it's called Back Again. It will be out March 31st. And that's just one of 3 projects that I'm dropping by the summertime. So we in March now. At the end of this month, you'll get one project from me. At the end of April, beginning of May, you'll get another project from me, and so on. Another project in June, July. The next project will be called Ingenuity. I'm telling y'all in advance because this is already, the ball has already been moving on this. So the Back Again project is already in the system to be released on the 31st. So like for me, I'm not even jacking that. I'm already on to the next one. And the next one is called Ingenuity. It's a special project to add to the question that you just said, why I mentioned this. The Ingenuity project for me is my time capsule to the culture. So I want people to understand my Ingenuity album is my offering to the culture. This is an album, right, that you can bury and come back to 20 years later. I'm telling y'all right now. This is why it was. I have a lot of fans that appreciate my music and they let me know and they voice their opinion. And a lot of them keep asking me, yo, why you keep pushing back the Ingenuity? Why you keep pushing the album back? Because I really want it to be special. It was supposed to drop in January of this year. But again, it's a lot of political things that, you know, that the fans, you guys don't understand sometimes. Like when we put music out, we got to get certain shit cleared, samples, and, you know, things of that nature. So Ingenuity will be ready by Memorial Day weekend. If I'm not mistaken, is that the end of May? Excuse me.
Actually is, yeah. It actually
something like that. So I will have Ingenuity ready around that time. This project, as far as features, back to what you asked.
I want to hear that shit now.
Real, yeah, it's real. And you know, peep the ill shit. Like, it's so special to me because I'm just a hip hop kid. I want you to understand, I've always been a student of the game. I grew up with the game. I didn't grow on to the game. So it's a difference in our lyrics. That's why when we make music, is bar work that matters, lyricism that matters. But this album I shared with pretty much 90% of artists that I grew up listening to. Golden era legends, you know, people like M.O.P., Smith and Wesson. I even got Royal Flush, and I even got Sean Price. I got Sean Price, rest in peace, Sean P. I got Sean P. wife on there, Miss Bernadette. I got Sean P. wife on there. I got Terminology on there. But for the most part, Trigger the Gambler, you know, man, I got a lot of 90s eras. So I know a lot of like the newer era. They like, yo, he got all them old niggas on there. You know what I'm saying? But it's so dope how I got the locks on songs with M.O.P., you know what I mean? I got Smith and Wesson on songs with the locks, and just the way that I put, like, a lot of the features, you'll be like, well, damn, how the fuck did he get them on that record? Like, that's crazy. You know, like, you got Little Fame and Royal Flush. Like, that don't even make sense. How is, crazy, you know what I mean? Man. And the records are dope. Every record is fire. If you follow my career, it's one thing I hung my hat on my whole entire career. I never picked whack beats, and I don't kick the same rhyme twice. and I make sure that all my shit, my bars are always up. Now, if anybody show me where I was half stepping, because I don't never half step. I give y'all the top of the line beats, production, everything when it comes to, if it's something, anything that you like about my music, you know I pick good beats. My lyrics is dope, and I have strong hooks. And when you hear this, the way that I put this Ingenuity project together, and in case y'all don't know what the word ingenuity means the art of being clever, creative, originality, like all of these things. This is what ingenuity means. So cleverly, I put this project together with legendary artists and mashed them in a way that you wouldn't even imagine. So I'm excited. I'm excited for people to hear this. I promise y'all, I'm excited for y'all to hear this project. You'll be able to bury this project and come back to it 20 years. It's a time capsule. I promise you.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Can you send me at least one shit? I gotta hear some shit to see.
It's coming, my brother. I got you.
Then you got Onyx this summer.
And I got Onyx, the trailer. We'll drop a trailer so y'all get familiar with what we're doing by the summer. And that's gonna spin off. I didn't add because I didn't want to drag it, but that movie is ill because it actually spins off into a web series, into like it's a movie that spins off into a series.
Go. And you're gonna be in the series, of course.
Right. I'm one of the main guys. Like I tell you, you can't kill me. How you gonna kill me? Like I'm bugging. No, I told you, I don't want to be in a movie where I get killed in 5 minutes, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Know what I'm saying?
Man, it was a pleasure chopping it up with you today, bro.
Luke, my brother, you know that, man.
Yo,
pleasure.
I'll be looking forward to that next album. What you said, May? End of May?
Yeah, May 31st. We got Back Again, fresh off the press.
May 31st. My man got a movie coming out, and then he's gonna spin off Onyx, and he's gonna spin off to a web series.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my man is a big advocate of autism awareness.
Yes, sir.
He's holding down his community, him and his baby mother.
Yes, sir.
Yo, respect for that, bro.
Absolutely, man. One day at a time. Like I said, if it's anything that you get from a conversation, it's something that you could take with you. That's what I always try to provide. You know what I'm saying? Word up,
bro. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yes, sir. Likewise. Salute, man. Keep doing what you're doing, my brother. Like I said, for everybody that follows and subscribe to you, I know this guy in real life. This is not like a music. Oh, let's set up an appointment to talk. I really know this guy.
Thanks. That's my dude.
Good guy. It's a good guy right here. I love what you're doing. Stay positive. Stay on it. Whatever you need from me, I'm always going to be here to support you, my brother. You know that.
Appreciate that, bro. Man. Love. Same here, bro. Same here.
Know.
Internet thugs, y'all pushing buttons, that's swing. Frontin' on IG.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up, brother?
Sure. You got the package? You got it?
You know I do.
Yo, that ain't even the nigga, bro.
What's your problem now? Catch it.
Shit.
First I bought the bricks in, then I bought the pounds up. These niggas is still mad cause I tore the town up with the 357s and the 4-pounders. And it's sad cause they just wanna be around us. Yeah, cause they respect the brother. I'm in the new Audi R8, reflect the color. Gray with metallic, Kush with the haze, make a salad. Put it in a Dutch or chalice. My team is the phallus. Lay you on the floor like a pallet and crush your skull with a mallet. Never do a slop, spend everything with Poppy. Ride for my niggas, cause at the end I know they got me.
First I hit it with Bonita, then I cut the dope in the bundles like the dust that I stashed in the freezer. Broke niggas move they shit cheaper cause it's weaker. But Snyp shit raw like he spit it to a feature. Shit get deeper like Ren with a visa, with a fresh new heater and a Lex 2-seater. Life's a bitch so it's death when you meet her, but I leave them stretched out from the bars through the speakers. Poke your chest out cause it's hard when you meet us. It's D-block, treat us like the mob when you greet us. Old school like Adidas, the shell top split through. Niggas know the model, full pipes and a pistol.
Ivan Drago, leaning out the Mercy of Largo. Police looking like the goddess Pablo. Diamonds on my wrist, hand on the fifth. I'm old school nigga like the pick with the fist. I'm so cold it's hot, the curse and the gift. Louis Duffel flying out of JFK. I feel like Pusha T, how I be with the yay. $1 million brain, $1 billion lane. I buy another house before $1 million chain. I save cash money like I'm trying to be Wayne. Don, painkillers in the Dutch. Yak in the bitch, nigga don't want much, yeah.
We got one right here, my G.
Y'all ready for this? 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 Y'all ready for this?
D-block.
Now here's what I want y'all to do, my nigga.
On the road again, smoking on the tour bus, soaking in the scenery. I'm zoned out, light and heavy greenery. It's been a long time, now I could give them a piece of me. Had to be the G in me, I live this shit repeatedly. Consecutive thoughts, like the time the chords pass me. The lines like the coke, concurrent, the flow nasty. Give me a dope beat, and I'ma give you my rap sheet. And that way it ain't no question for you to ask me. I've been there, my youth is a proof of my past life. Out of town, 2-week runs to the last night. All of a sudden, all that changed, niggas ain't act right. Shit, it made me flip to the gun and mask type. But that's the past, now I'm off to this rap life. Fans said I should've been blue, I was that nice. Please believe it, things happen for a reason. You gon' shine when it's time, when you grind like the season.
Riding around in my Renee, windows on tinted, smoking sour, getting high. You don't even know who's in it, oh no. They don't want me to blow, they just sitting there hating, they ain't touching my dough. Now my revolver on top. We cool, but I don't give a fuck. Keep talking, I'ma let that thing buck. Oh no, they don't want me to blow. They just sitting there hating, they ain't touching my dough.
This whole rap game is like a mirage. You see the fame, but it's hard to feel the pain from behind these bars. Oh, you see me standing next to stars, you thought I made it. But ain't shit for free in this world unless you take it. So I separate my personal issues and know my limits. Cause all that friend shit end quick over the business. Plus I rode the bench for a minute, even the streets know. Kill every feature with ether, that's when the speakers blow. Keep it low, cause my workload that helped me stand out. Took the loyalty over money with no handouts. Like the crack house with grams that never ran out. Keep on pumping till all of my plans pan out. No doubt they loving the bounce, so you can share it now. The same way I flow in the crowd, I've been aired it down. Check my track record, like when I used to ride with the stash weapon, looking for niggas that's half-stepping.
Riding around in my Renee, windows on tinted, smoking sour, getting high. You don't even know who's in it, oh no. They don't want me to blow, they just sitting there hating, they ain't touching my dough. Now my revolver on top. We cool, but I don't give a fuck. Keep talking, I'ma let that thing buck. Oh no, they don't want me to blow, they just sitting there hating, they ain't touching my dough. Let's go.
Straw, 354, Ghost, Feels, yeah. Let me break it down, I'm a nigga that ride or die, homie. 2 guns up, or they either on my side, homie. I ain't first base, so I won't let you slide on me. I ain't great adventure, so I won't let you ride on me. You opened your mouth, I believe I could shut it, nigga. P ain't the barber, but your face, I could cut it, nigga. Spent the $500,000 on the lawyer, nigga. Extraordinary gentleman, just like Tom Sawyer, nigga. Yeah, Bust the rifle from far away, and I'm still trying to figure the triflest part of day. Is it morning when the fiends stop, or is it noon when the willies wake up from their dream hop? Or is it nighttime when we all grind till the green come? I'm smoked out with a machine gun. I'm in some more black, no, I'm always on the lean, son. Steady looking for the cream, huh? And I'm probably with a bad bitch, but I'm usually for Delph, where I'm headed where the cash is. When you come through the hood, give a pass like Steve Nash, kid, cause shit thicker than molasses, get blasted.
Say you only really as good as your last rhyme, so I make sure my next one bring back time, so niggas can reminisce when they last had shine. Through my lines, see that's how it felt, make a cold heart melt. Grind ain't for everybody, homie, get a new route. Ran with the same shit, you only see the same shit. Calm through them shootouts, my niggas did the same shit, and they bang fifths, and they don't care who you came with. Me, I just happen to spit, and got a knack for flipping packs on the strip, turning rags to chips. Put that hawk in your face before I squeeze my clip. I don't clap back, I pop first, read my lips. 3, 5, 4, niggas the shit, so tell your men. And for my nigga P, I'm putting it in till it's your end. You know what it is, 1 for the block, 2 for the team, screaming 2 guns up.
No Smoke TV.